Hello again. It's me, Janer. I am with you with another Pilot Talk. Now I'm gonna record Pilot Talk June 2022. Yeah, my month started with the vacation day that I mentioned in the previous video. You can go ahead and check it. Why did I get a vacation at the beginning of the month? And thereafter, I got 2 days off. And the best thing after 2 days, literally third of the month, I got a flight to Orlando. Yeah, that was the flight I bid for. I was second top bid, then I got a request. So normally, if you're a second top and the top bid, you can request for a flight. If you are third, fourth, and bottom bid, you can have a preferences. Now I was lucky. I could ask for a flight. Then I asked 96 hours Orlando layover, and I got 98 hours, which is 4 days, 4 full days in Orlando. That was an awesome thing for me. Yeah, Orlando flights are long, literally. You cross Middle East, Europe, and then fly over North Atlantic Ocean, cross all the way up to down to US coastline, and then finally you arrive Orlando. That's really long flight. We are 4 pilots. Let me give you flight details. The first sector was 15:31, and the return sector was 14 hours, 2 minutes. It's really long flight. But to be honest, I like these long flights because you get 2 days off before, 2 days off after, get halfway, half rest, and you have 4 days available in Florida, which is my favorite state in the United States. I love the location of Orlando. It's really nice location. Literally, there are lots of attraction you can do. Actually, it's a touristic place for like Americans and at the same time for international tourists as well. There are Universal Studios, couple of theme parks of Universal Studios, Disneyland, many attraction points, and also if you drive 1 hour, you can go to Kennedy Space Center, Ocean. If you drive to the west, and you can get Tampa in 1.5 hours, maybe 1 hour, depending on where you are in Orlando. And you can drive to national parks, you can spot the wildlife there. There are lots of things to do. You can even drive down to Miami to get some fun in Miami during this 4 days layover. And of course, I have recorded nice travel vlog for you, but I didn't want to specifically stay in Orlando. I recorded something all around Florida because I've been in Miami. Miami is not I love Miami a lot, do not get me wrong, but I didn't want to drive from Orlando to Miami because I've been there a lot and we have fly there too. And I go there quite often. So I wanted to discover some other places. What I have done in my 4 days layover, first day, we went to San Agustin. This is really nice small town. This is actually the first settlement in the United States by the Spanish colony. It's really old. You can see the oldest town there. Everything there is oldest because it's literally the first civilization settlement there. And I've never been there before. That was a nice experience for me. And the second day we drove a national park, which was amazing. We went there for tubing. I will be putting some videos all around here so you can get some good, hints what I have done. But stay tuned because I'll be uploading a travel vlog from Florida. You can see full adventure there. And I forgot to mention, of course, I have uploaded a Miami vlog. You can go ahead and click here so you can watch it there. I'll be going to Miami quite often because this is one of my favorite spots. I'll be uploading other Miami travel vlogs as well. Of course, the different style. Then so you can see the other upcoming videos, Miami videos too. I love nature, I love green, and I love wildlife. That's what you can find in Florida. Literally speaking, you can spot alligator, you can spot this all kind of birds there, you can see deer, you can see many wildlife in Florida where animals and people are living together, and it's really beautiful to spot them. So during this national park trip, we've been seeing all different kinds of animal. It was really good. Speaking of nature and the weather, Florida's weather in general is a little bit different. It's sunny and literally 3 minutes later you can see the thunderstorm, pouring rain all around Florida. Is like you cannot even see 1 kilometer ahead, not even 1 kilometer, like a couple of 100 meters away. You cannot see it because of the rain. It's like changing a lot. Actually, when we landed there was a warning about that. Thank God it was not that intense in Florida. Hurricane was more southerly, so we avoid that bad weather. I spent my third day in Orlando for shopping. I love shopping in the States because this is literally the cheapest place you can find nice quality of brand or even groceries. this is really good. And that's what I have done exactly. On the third day, I went an international premium outlet, which is really close to the hotel. And it's by chance, the hotel and the premium outlet that I always visit is just next to each other. So it's really good. I've spent lots of money, guys. I spent, I think, more than $2,000. But I always do one big major shopping in the States. It's good for a year, most probably. I'm not gonna shop that big for almost for another year. So, but the problem was, after shopping, I was like, oh damn, where am I gonna put all of this stuff? I just bought, but I didn't think of it. Oh my God, it was a challenge for me to, close the suitcase. I found myself at the end of the day jumping on the suitcase to trying to close the suitcase, but I managed it, that was it. And it was time for return flight. Return flight was uneventful. As usual, we fly up north, then cross the ocean, then again Europe, Middle East. I'm not gonna give details because I already talked about this. We gave lots of different information about it, lots of explanation about it, why it's shorter when you fly towards east, this kind of things. And finally we arrived to Dubai. And after arriving Dubai, it's finally vacation time. Actually, I didn't have vacation in June initially. I bid it in August and I got it. Maybe you just check it. There are 2 runways in Dubai International Airport. One of them went under major rehabilitation, so this runway was closed. There was only 1 runway operating, and we have been told that there are extra leave available. If you want, you can ask for it. And I actually bid for an extra vacation because it's me. I was top bid, so for the summertime vacation, I could get it. So I got 9 days leave in June because I'm trying to avoid Dubai hot weather as many days as I can in a year. So I have 23 days in August, then I asked 9 days in June that I got. That was amazing. And after this flight, I got 3 days off, so I combined them. I made 12 days off in a row. Then I flew to Izmir. So I had an amazing vacation in Izmir because the summertime in Turkey is real summer, but not that heat. I enjoy a lot. I was in Izmir, but I went many small towns around Izmir. That was awesome. And I had lots of personal stuff to do at home. So it was a great opportunity for me to finish them all. Every good thing has an end. So I was supposed to come back for another flight. It's sad, but this is life. I need to work hard to get another vacation. This is life, that's what we do. And I came back to Dubai. That was a time for me for a Maldives turnarounds. Malé is the capital of Maldives and it's not far from Dubai. The first sector was 4 hours 16 minutes and the return sector was 4 hours 5 minutes. Maldives flights is easy from Dubai. You just take off, you fly over Muscat airspace, then fly over Indian Ocean. You just get HF connection with the Mumbai, then CPDLC. You send all the messages by computer. Then thereafter you enter Maldives airspace. Then you just see beautiful islands all around, this ocean, and I am recording really nice, beautiful video shots for you. I'll be putting here. It's an amazing trip, You can spot lots of islands, lots of different colors. It's so nice to be true. So I loved it so much because also it's a daytime flight. We landed there. The only thing after landing, most of the time in Maldives flights, we wait a lot on the ground. Literally this time we have to wait 3 hours. It's like, oh, what am I gonna do? 3 hours. Literally you can do anything. You can watch movie in first class. You can watch something on your personal tablet. You can read something. What I have done, I wrote the scripts of my next YouTube video. So I'm trying to do as much as possible because I want to have my own separate time in Dubai. I don't want to do lots of things in Dubai. So by the way, speaking of Flexroam is a mobile operator, let's put that way, is a company for data plan. So literally you can have a SIM card, you can put it in your phone, so you can have data all around the world, wherever you fly, regardless of your original data carrier. So basically it's not like it's roaming all internationally. You cannot speak, but you can have internet all around the world. But there are only a couple of countries in the world that you cannot use this Flexroam, and Maldives is one of them. I didn't have any internet connection in Maldives, so it's like sometimes it's boring. Normally I'm always online. That being said, just we take the passengers back, we landed in Dubai, and I got another day off. And I was ready for the last flight of the month. Last flight of the month was a multi-sector flight to Africa. It was Lusaka and Harare. First of all, from Dubai to Lusaka, and then from Lusaka to Harare. Lusaka is the capital of Zambia and Harare is the capital of Zimbabwe. So this flight is like, first it takes longer than between the Lusaka and Harare is very short flight, almost an hour. The first sector from Dubai to Lusaka was 6 hours 53 minutes. And then from Lusaka to Harare is only 53 minutes. I love these short flights. It reminds me of my old 737 days. And we had a layover in Harare. So Lusaka is a just stopover point. Then we just deboard some passenger, we get some more passenger, and then we continue to final destination for our layover. Layover is nice. As I told you many times, I love African layovers. I go out, I try to find some attractions. Actually, I have found really nice attraction. It's like a horse riding safari. I loved it so much. I can put some videos here so you can see it. Literally, we were on the horse and we were making a safari. We were exploring the outside and we were exploring the wildlife, zebras, like deers and all kind of animals. It was really nice experience. To be honest, I've never done something like this. I really enjoyed it. And one more funny thing, after landing to Lusaka, after vacating runway, we had a wildlife crossing. So whole 777, such a huge airplane, stopped on the taxiway, and we just waited for a little friend of us to cross the taxiway. That was so fun. I will put the video here. I believe you will like it. It's not that very common, but this is the Africa, you know, this is the vibe. You can get this kind of things. So you need to be, you know, all the time your eyes should be open to observe and spot all of these kind of things, what's going on around in Africa, because you need to be careful, especially while you're flying Africa. Everything can happen there. Harare is a very safe place, you know, it's really nice and safe place. Normally, whoever you ask, you will get this question. Most of the time when you fly Africa, they will warn you in advance. Please do not go out, it's not safe, do not do this. But on the other hand, Harare is other way around. It's really safe. You can go out, you can walk, you can do whatever you want. And actually, that's what I have done. I joined this safari and I go for shopping. Those are the things I get. Avocados. And I like Africa because, you know, everything in Africa is cheap and delicious. Guys, I bought avocados like this, 4 of them, and I paid less than $1. I'm not kidding, less than $1. And I also buy other, you know, groceries in Africa as well. That's the good part of my job, my life. I love to buy stuff all around the world. For instance, you know, when I go Africa, I don't remember where did I buy this, but I got this, and also I bought this. If I could show you my house, you can see the stuff all around the world. I collect all of this stuff. I collect magnets. I collect everything, and I really like it. It's like my house is like a small museum, you know, collectibles all around the world. I love this lifestyle. And that was it. It was a day trip. I wish I could stay there a little bit longer, but what to do? Return sector was exactly the opposite of what we have done in the first sector. So from Harare to Lusaka, from Lusaka to Dubai. As usual, first sector was shorter because Harare and Lusaka, they're so close to each other. The first sector was 1 hour 5 minutes, and the second sector was 6 hours 56 minutes. And that concludes my flights in June 2022. After this flight, I got 3 days off. Before going to recap part, I want to mention a little bit about the bidding system. So if you are a second top or top bid, you can ask for requests and bidding preferences. And what I am doing in general, when you are on second top and the top bid, you can combine days off. So in the second top, I ask string days off starting from at the end of the month going towards the backward. So literally I'm saying the system that, okay, give me as many days off possible from starting at the end of the month and come towards to the beginning of the month. And next month, I'm saying exactly the same, but the opposite. So I say, give me as many days of possible starting from at the beginning of month towards to the end of the month. So you can create 7-8 days in a row. That's exactly what I have done. I got 3 days off at the end of the June and I got 5 days off at the beginning of July. So I get 8 days off, and by chance I got another day, rest day, so I got total 9 days. This is what you can do in our bidding system twice a year. And as I told you before, I'm trying to get as many days off as possible so I can travel all around the world. All right, now is recap time. I know, I feel like I didn't work at all, but sometimes you need this. Summertime this year, I feel like, I'm like a teacher, they have this summer break. I feel the same, I have a summer break. So I will give the details and recap of this month. In this month, total I flew 53 hours, 40 minutes, and I flew to Orlando, Maldives, Lusaka and Harare. So basically I flew to North America, I flew to Indian Ocean, and I flew to Africa. And those are my flights. And I got 10 days off, 10 days of vacation and 10 days of duty. So it's like a good mix, 10, 10, 10. But that was it. I really enjoyed my June roster. Stay tuned for my July flights. July flights are nice, and also it's gonna be a full roster for me. Before going, as usual, please do not forget to subscribe my channel, like my videos, and hit the bell button to get the notifications once I upload the new video. Your comments are motivating me, and I want to hear a lot from you. Thank you for watching me, and see you in the July Pilot Talk 2022. Bye bye!